first team. But it was true, it was clear that I wasn't ready to crash with players. And many times I had to fake an injury to recover from this, because it wasn't the same thing to run in the 9th or the 5th than running in the first division, where they would just crash you and they wouldn't care about which part of your body or the ball they would hit. And, well, he spoke about different things, and he said, listen, when they try to get the ball from you, you cut it on the inside, because defenders always wanted to cover their own line. And then I had the goal wide open for me on the right, because I've always been only good with my left foot, only good with it. And then I started getting used to it. Those players who I gave the ball to, not 5 or 6 months after, I was already training with them.
Yeah, you graduated just jumping a couple courses. Let's talk about a little bit more soccer.
Yes.
It's football.
Let us speak, and we will invite you. Mano Del Diez will be right back with you.
My dad was playing lower division football. So my dad, when he has to train, like I used to come back from training, give my shoes, my football shoes to my dad. I was like, okay, you go now. Me and my dad used to share the same shoes for years. I mean, that's when I was like 6 or 7. I saw my mom adding water to the milk. I told my mom, I said, listen, the only hope that we have is football. So.
I had the opportunity to travel a lot to Africa. I started realizing that there was a huge traffic involving African football players, and that was the idea of my book. The first thing that brought me to the subject is that I saw several African players that cheated on their age. It's the case of Chancel Mbemba, defender in Newcastle, plays for Republic Democratic of Congo, and this guy is known to have 4 birthday dates. Behind this traffic was in fact a bigger traffic, and that the age trafficking was only the top part of the iceberg, but the most important, you couldn't see it. Their agents or the clubs tell them to lie because it's a mean for European clubs, mainly, not to pay formation fees. So you can always pick players freely. And in fact, it is what is African football player today. It's a cheap labor. like you are going to steal wood in Gambia. You are going to extract the good illegally and then get it back to Europe to, exploit it. African football player is like a kilo of cacao. Behind this is a huge human trafficking system. Comparable to migrants in general coming to Europe is that agents are the ones that are going to make them cross the Mediterranean Sea, but not from a boat in a plane, but they are the same because they are crooked.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Now but ourselves can free our mind. Our hope, full atomic energy. Not for them can stop the time.
In the top 15 of the countries that exports the most football players, there are 5 African countries. So there is Nigeria, Senegal, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, and Ghana. Today, in first division in Europe, 1 player out of 5 is African. This is why the only and true solution to this world traffic is that the local championships grow a bit higher in terms of level and organization. And for that, there's a very simple thing to do, is to force European club to pay the formation fees. The problem with that is the age trafficking and identity trafficking that makes them all disappear, and as well the corruption of FIFA.
Won't you hear to sing another songs of freedom? We're all out ever get redemption song.
Me quedo con la frase de Lukaku.
I would like to repeat Lukaku's phrase.
Mamá le ponía
Mother would
leche.
Water to milk in order to have some more.
Nosotros también mi mamá lo hacía.
We went through the same thing in my family.
Sí,
Mom did the same thing. However,
Lo hacía por necesidad.
she did it because it was a need, just as like he's telling us.
I really want Belgium to be a champion because of Lukaku.
Listen,
Mamá, ¿qué vamos a comer hoy?
listen, we used to ask Mother, what are we going to have for lunch today? And she said, food, son,
No estaba la carta.
because we didn't have a menu.
Many times he said, I already ate.
¿Verdad? Y esto
And that is true. That is true.
agarrado a la grande
And this is
ilusión
often linked to the great illusion
que tienen estos chicos de
that
venir,
these lads
de
have
venir a probarse,
of coming here, of
tener
playing,
una
having a
oportunidad,
trial, a
a
test,
tener
to have an opportunity,
cuatro comidas en el día.
and eat 4 times a day.
¿Qué mafia atrás?
Yeah, but what about the mob behind this?
The mafia
esto es lo
behind
que
it is
hace
terrible.
que
Indeed, and this
uno
is
no pueda
what leads you
hacerlo legalmente.
to be unable to do this legally,
La mafia del tráfico de
because the
jugadores.
mafia for player trafficking is terrible. It's very difficult to tackle. And today,
Llegó hasta los niveles.
listen, it has reached levels that it couldn't reach before,
Equipos grandes
of bigger teams
se roban jugadores.
where they actually steal players. They steal players through false promises, promising that they're going to play in the first division, they're going to play in the national team, and also promising them to give them either a cell phone or a car.
What about the English? They're good, huh?
Listen, I think that they're doing better than good because they have finally relaxed enough in order to hold the ball and to dribble past every other players. And of course, I need to speak about Sterling, who for me is an incredible player.
No, he played a lot as a kid.
Yes, exactly. He's very, very smart.
Yeah. He comes from up there running vertically.
Yes, he's like an artist. And this is what you can see with him. And when he passes the ball to the keeper, then the keeper says, oh, like this. And then he started also going closer, so the keeper was confused.
They're good. They're doing well.
Yeah, they're doing very, very well. They have created a good group.
They were champions sub-17, sub-20.
Exactly, that is true.
That's what Argentina should do.
Yes, yes, exactly. Work. Or bring in someone who knows how to work. And have people to look for players and accompany them.
Do you know why they do so many things? Yeah, because Messi shows up and saves them, and someone comes around that saves all the masks all these mistakes. But it's not going to keep going like this.
No, Victor. I always say in my book, after Messi, what do we have? Because the younger teams of Argentina often had players selling good players to the bigger teams of Argentina, 2 or 3 players per each one of the championships. Now, Argentina Junior is not selling a thing. And when we speak about the Superliga and we want to contrast it, come on. Let's be grounded and understand what we can pay for players and what can we do for football. Let us start from the beginning again. Let us not follow the same thing that was already there with corruption. Let us cleanse all of this. And if we're able to clean this, football will be the one thanking us.
Well, we're going to say hello to
Chaco TV. Chaco. Dear Chaco.
The other day, one of my friends, Gustavo Campana, was going to do a little chat in La Esquina. He talked for like half an hour. IPTV from Spain and Mexico. Channel 9 from Mexico. Radio and television from Aguascalientes. 200 channels that are watching your stories, listening to everything you have to say. Me, who I'm sitting next to you.
I would love. I already told Juanpi. I would love to have a show for the whole day, a program where I would be speaking about whatever topic people want to speak.
An oral book.
An oral book, exactly. Okay, so see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow de la Mano del Diez with Victor Hugo.